So normally I would be teaching a cardio class in the pool at Wilson's, and then I would go teach an aerial class at another branch of Wilson's. And since both of those arenas are not available to me, I wanted to put together kind of a conditioning thing that I could share with people, across many different interests. So what I've asked for you guys to have is a set of weights, a small set of hand weights. I've got a couple of pairs over here, 2 pound, 3 pound. If you don't have access to weights, a couple of water bottles. These are about 1 pound each, which isn't a lot, but whenever we're doing anything, just being mindful of, the press, the slow lower. So that's an option. I also have, for myself, I have a big stretchy band. If you don't have this, I have a yoga strap. If you don't have this, you could use a scarf or a belt, a robe belt, something like that. If you're one of my MU people, you might recognize these. We use these as our yoga strap, but it's also Mary's, yes. So these are kind of handy too, little stretchy yoga straps. All right, so we are going to be warming up in a standing position. I thought about using music, but I feel like that's just kind of intrusive and it's going to create extra sound and noise. Bear's not into it. So I'm not going to use any music. We'll just kind of go at our own pace. So just as sort of a disclaimer, I just want to let you guys know that, if at any point you want to take a break or you take it down, feel free, take a rest, take a drink of water, work at your own pace. This, I'm just kind of putting this information out there, and hopefully we can kind of get through everything that's going on around us, not go stir crazy, not fight with our partners. So hopefully this will get out some of that anxiety that we're probably all feeling. All right, so I am going to set it back here. Can everyone see me okay? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to start in a standing position, shoulders back. Let's start with some shoulder rolls. All right, so I'm going to take my feet about shoulder distance apart, and I'm going to take a little tap side to side. So just kind of getting some movement, getting some heat going. Now I'm going to take one shoulder at a time. So as we're getting started, I'd like you guys to think about scooping in the belly. We're going to draw the abs in tight. Tall posture. Now I'm going to add a little arm, just kind of a backstroke. Getting everything moving. And if you don't have any rhythm, don't worry. All whatever you're feeling. All right, I'm just going to take it back down to the legs. Let's do the legs. I'm going to add a little reach.
There's more.
Bear wants to help. Reach. Think about reaching out of the back of the shoulders. Stretch. Stretch. Beginning to breathe a little deeper. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 4, 3,
Yeah,
2. And keep the legs. I'm going to reach this up overhead. Reach. Reach. So think about this big stretch. Breathe a little bit. Come on, guys. Push. Push. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Now, I'm going to settle my feet down. I'm going to take a little bob and weave. So just kind of ducking, getting your hands in nice and close. Shoulders back. Keep that back tall. Let's do 4, 3, 2. All right, bring it back to center. Stand up nice and tall, add a couple of little shoulder rolls. Now I've got my knees and feet kind of pointed off toward the corners of the room. I'm going to come down nice and low. Take a big inhale up. and exhale down. Big inhale up and exhale down. Now as I'm going through this, I want to think about kind of sitting my booty back. All right, so I'm not rounding forward at the back. Keep the tall posture, down and up. And just take it as low as you feel, and down and up. Let's get 2 more. Down and up and down and up. Let's hold it down. And let's do some little pulses. Keep that posture tall. You can keep your arms reaching if you want to bring them in. Just a little break. Warming up those legs. Woo! Good inhale. Exhale, guys. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Go ahead and step it in, shake it out a little bit if you'd like. All right, so I'm going to continue with a little bit of this squat, but we're going to need a little bit of space to the side. Side and center, other side and center. Side, center. So I'm just alternating. So you're getting that little step out and center. Keep the belly button drawn in tight. And it doesn't have to be a super wide squat, especially if you have someone right there. You don't want to hit them. Down and up. All right, guys, we're going to bring it to center. You're going to take a little chair squat. Just down and up. Sink your hips back and press up. Belly drawn in tight. And down and up. Bear wants to help you out. 4 and 3 and 2. Let's go back, that little side step. Side and side. So I'm making it a squat, not a lunge. I think I did one that looked like a lunge. And down and down. Keep it tall, guys. And 4 more. Take 4, 3, 2, and back to center. There's that little chair squat. This time, reach and reach. Really long. Scoop that belly, reach. Nice and tall. And reach. And reach. And reach. Hold it down and pulse.
You want to lay down?
7,
You want to lay down?
5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it up. Shake it out. How we doing?
Good.
All right, so I wrote some notes. I want to make sure I'm keeping track. All right, so on this next one, we're going to take that little side to side one more time. I'm going to add a little crossover. Just thinking more inner thigh. All right, so we're going to step out, crossover, step out, and then center. So out, crossover, out, and center. So I'm going to go to the right, crossover, out, and center. And it doesn't have to be a super big crossover. I just want you to think about engaging your adductors, inner thighs, belly in, center. So out, cross, out, center, out, cross, out, center. Again. Woo! And if you're not quite sure, you can just take that little side out and in. One more, guys. Out, cross, out, and center. This time, squat, knee lift. Squat, knee lift. Chair squat. Down, up, down, up. Belly in tight, and up. Now, if you want to add a little extension. Down, up, down, up. Unfold, and up. Woo. Booty back, chest tall. Up, down, up. One more each side. Up, good morning, puppies. And bring it down and squat. Pull, bear. Woo, get that booty back. Come on, keep it low. A little lower if you can. 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Woo, take it out. All right. So we're going to take this into a split stance. So I'm going to step my right foot forward, left foot back, shoulders back, nice and tall. So I'm gonna keep this posture. I'm gonna bring that back heel off the floor and just dip and lift, dip and lift. So you can have your arms wherever you need them, whatever feels okay for right now. Now, I'm gonna add some arms. Arms go down, reach up, down, up. Woo, nice and tall, guys. Lift that heart. 4, up, 3, up, 2, up, down and hold. Little pulses. Woo! Getting a little heat, get a little warmth going. Keep it strong. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it up.
You went outside? Come on, let's go outside.
Shift around to the front. And let's take it to the other side. So I'm just going to rotate around. Split lunge stance. We're a little different on each side. So one side might feel a little more balanced. Nice and tall. Heel is off the floor. Just starting with a small dip. Hands wherever you would like them. String out of the top of your head, guys. Navel to spine. Shoulders back. Think about sliding them down into your back pocket. And here's 4, 3, 2. Let's add those arms. Down, up, down, up. Squeeze to the top, guys. Keep it tall. Shoulders back. Down, up, down, up. Nice and tall. And up. Give yourself 4 more. Almost there. 4. Press. 3. Press. 2. Bring it up, down, and last one. Woo! Bring it to the front. Let's take a little fold. And go ahead and take the hands on down to the floor. Bend the knees and straighten. Bend and straighten the knees. So just kind of dropping those hips. So down and up. Down and up. Now let's hold the hips up and deepen your forward fold. So just allow yourself to drape forward here. Shake the head no a couple of times if you'd like. Now I'm going to soften the knees and slide my hands up to my thighs or my knees and then unfold nice and slow. Woo! Shake it out and grab a drink. That was just a quick little warm-up. How we feeling? You guys got some heat going?
Yeah, it warm now.
Good. Okay, so if you have a small set of hand weights or a couple of bottles of water, we're gonna go through some of that again. All right, so nice and fun. And I don't know if you guys are a fan of Aldi, but I got these at Aldi at the beginning of the year. And they're little 2-pounders. They also come with little wrist weights and ankle weights. So Aldi, the Isle of Shame, that's where it's at. Find anything there. Right, again, right, Zedie?
Yeah.
All right. So holding on to your weights, and whenever we add equipment, we want to make sure that we're not grasping, that we're not over squeezing. So I don't want to create any additional stress in your hands or wrists or forearms. So every now and then, if you are holding weights, make sure that you're giving your hands that little flexion extension. All right, so we're gonna start off. Let's go all the way back to the beginning to that really easy little tap. Tap, just really easy. Now we're not gonna stay here very long for these. I just wanna kind of add some of this upper body. Push across, push, push, push. Now I want this to be a smooth, controlled movement, as smooth as you can. So if you need to slow it down for my tempo, that's okay. Reach across, here's 4, 3, and 2. Now we're gonna take that reach overhead. Think about the up, 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 with control, up, up. Long and strong, out of those ribs. 4, 3, here's 2. Woo, back in. Bob and weave, down and up, down and up. Scoop that belly in, keep it tall. 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on, guys. 4, 3. Looking good, Susan. 2, and bring it center, and just squat and lift. Squat and lift. So right now, just a down, up. So sinking in your chair, arms are close. Down, up. Now, I'm going to add out, up, out, up. So an anterior raise, front of the shoulder. That's a big dog. That's a big dog. Up and down. Come on, guys. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Bring it up. Take it out. Give those shoulders a little break. Is that Ned or Georgie?
Those are lighter, right?
These are lighter.
See those? No, those are lighter.
All right. Nice and tall.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to do that little alternating across and center. Shoulders down. So just start with step side, center, step side, center, abs in tight, down and up and down. Now I'm going to add some arms. Out, in, so a little bit of a fly. Elbows slightly bent. Out, in. Now even if you do not have weights, do this movement with control. Really strong. 4, 3, and 2. Back to center. And just give yourself a quick little roll through the shoulders. Woo! All right. So I want to do the little adduction, inner thigh, yet again. So give yourself a moment to roll up those shoulders if you need it. All right. So we're going to start with a step, across, out, center. So out, across, out, center. Out, across, out, center. Out, across, out, center. Now, out, across, out, center. Out, across, out, center. I just added a little bit of an arm if you want it. Out, across, out, center. Good. Out, across, out, center. One more each side, guys. Across, out, center. Last time. Out, across, out, center. One more time. Those chairs with the front of the shoulder. So that anterior raise. Up, center. Keep it strong. Up, center. Woo. Nice and tall. Scoop that belly. Sit those hips back. Let's do 4, 3, 2. One more, guys. Bring it up and roll it out. Give yourself a quick little release. If you're grasping on those weights, let's give those hands a little open and close. Woo! All right. So we are going to go back into our split lunge stance, and we're going to add some biceps. Okay? So even if you do not have actual weights, if you have those little 1-pounders, your bottled water, can of soup, they're about a pound. As you come up, make it really slow and mindful, thinking about the nice controlled lift and the smooth controlled lower. All right, so I'm gonna step forward with my right foot, left foot's back, and this time heel can be off the floor, can be on the floor, whatever you'd like. Shoulders back. So this is another string out of the top of the head. We wanna think about that posture. Ears over shoulders, over hips. All right, so I'm just gonna start with the really easy down and up, down and up. When you're ready, curl, release, curl, release. So adding those arms, let's maybe slow it down a little more. Really thinking about the movement. Curl and release, curl and release. Scoop that belly, release. Now I'm gonna go palms up and raise, lower, curl, lower. So straight and bend. So I'm leading palms up and curl. Woo! 2 more, this side, up and curl. Last one, guys, up and curl. Let's hold it here and just take some little curls at your pace. Woo, holding it down in that lunge, about half of a lunge. There's 4 and 3 and 2 and all the way down. Step it in, shake it out. Grab a drink if you would like. Woo. If you have a towel, this might be a good time to use. All right. So we've got another leg to do, so I'm going to position myself. Left foot forward, split stance, shoulders back. So I'm just going to start off with the down and up. Scoop that belly in. Woo, finding balance. Nice and tall, guys. I promise it won't all be squats. Down and up. Now, I'm gonna add those curls. So I'm gonna go down and up. Down and up. So as I stand at the top, I curl up. And up.
Before we're doing the curl on the down.
Now, when you're ready, palms up. So lift, lower, curl, lower. Lift, lower, curl, lower. Lift, lower, curl, lower. 2 more. Lift, lower, curl, lower. Last one. Lift, lower, curl. Now hold about halfway and just do those little curls. Woo! Keep it strong. 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Shake it out. Give yourself a quick little release. If you would like, you can do a little stretch for your quads. So if you need something stable, hold on to a chair or a surface or a wall. And I'm just going to gently stretch my heel toward my bottom. If grabbing your foot like that is not an option, you can set your foot on a surface, a table, a low table, or a chair, or your sofa. Otherwise, we're here. All right, we're gonna take the other side. So holding on or not. Somebody's getting some notifications. So remember, you can keep the foot in the hand, or you can rest it. So I just want to lengthen through my quadriceps, push the hips forward just a bit. All right, taking it down. And we're gonna go into little forward fold sequence. So my regulars, you know this. If you have a yoga mat and would like to use it, I would say stretch that thing out right now. I'm just gonna pop mine just because I like the feeling being on this surface. All right. So we're about 25 minutes in. Gonna keep working for about another 20 minutes on the conditioning stuff. And then I'm gonna stick around and do some flexibility work. So you are all more than welcome to stick with that. So this will be hips and glutes, a little bit of split prep. Maybe you're not a split person, but some of these stretches are gonna be really beneficial for all these tight muscles. All right, so we're gonna start at the back end of our mat, shoulders nice and tall, abs engaged. There's a wall right down behind you. I want you to take an inhale, and then on the exhale, you're gonna peel away from that wall, 1 vertebra at a time, scooping the belly, sliding the hands down to meet the floor. Go ahead and let the head relax forward. So we're just folding right now. We're not walking out just yet. You can pedal through the legs. Let's look at those hamstrings and quads, maybe a little bit of a easy stretch. I'm gonna scoop my belly toward my spine and let the head relax forward.
And I'm gonna soften my knees, slide the hands up, and unfold, one vertebra at a time. Belly button drawn in tight, head and shoulders stacked. All right, so we're gonna do that again. Feet about hip distance or slightly wider. We're gonna inhale, exhale, peel. Tuck the chin, scoop the belly, and the knees are a little bit soft as we're taking this forward fold. So I'm gonna reach to the floor. It might be a little easier this time. Fingertips or knuckles or even your palms. So I wanna take this forward fold. Think about bringing your belly toward your thighs. Now with your feet slightly wider apart, I'm gonna bring my hands to my elbows. So just hug your opposite elbow and add a little swing, a little side to side. We're gonna keep the belly button drawn to our spine. So really think about that strong connection. I'm gonna come back to center, soften my knees and unfold, coming up super slow, scooping the belly, and at the very end, the head and shoulders stack tall. All right, this next one, we're gonna stretch across the shoulders and chest a little bit. So I'm gonna take a big inhale, and on the exhale, I'm gonna hinge forward at the hips and stop halfway. Float the hands into the small of your back and let your elbows just kind of rest forward. Continue your forward fold. Interlace your fingers and push the knuckles away. Feel free to lift and lower and just even twist and move, finding some of those tight spots that maybe need a little more attention. You can continue to bend and straighten at the knees if you'd like. And I'm gonna take a really big press, knuckles to ceiling, before I rest the hands in the small of my back. I'm gonna soften the knees, let the hands relax forward, and I'm gonna unfold. Super slow, scooping the belly all the way up. Nice and tall, shoulders back. All right, so that was just a little forward fold stretch sequence. We are gonna go out into more of a down dog and plank sequence. This one can get a little intense for your wrists and forearms. So for those of you who are kind of new to me or we've never met, make sure that you're giving yourself a break in between. So a little stretch, both directions, open and close. And if you need to take a break, come down to your knees, take a child's pose. We're gonna be here for not a super long time, but after a while it might feel like a long time. All right, so I'm gonna start with my feet about shoulder distance apart. There's the wall again. I'm gonna inhale, and then on my exhale, peel away from your wall, sliding down. Hands meet the floor, and we're gonna take a little walk. Here's where that yoga mat might come in a little more handy. I'm gonna press my chest toward the floor, and you can pedal through the legs here. Hop one knee, straighten the other. So in this one, I wanna think about a really tall, straight back. So if you're still kind of somewhere over here, push your chest back toward your knees or toward the floor. Really trying to increase that upper body. Now I'm gonna spread the weight through my fingers. You should be able to maybe even curl your fingertips in just a little bit. Hold it here, heels down. We're gonna double lift and lower, both heels up and down, up and down. Now, as I'm going through this, I want to scoop my belly to my spine. I want to keep that strong connection throughout. And let's get one more big lift and lower. Now I'm going to step my left foot more to the center. Right foot is just going to extend to the floor behind. I'm going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Now this does not have to be super tall. I want to think about that line down the back of my leg. And even that line where your leg meets your glutes, add a little more squeeze there. Now, hold the leg to the top and the knee and twist that hip open. So this is my right leg. I'm just gonna turn and look under my right arm. Now, I'm gonna bring this knee forward, little knee hover plank, and then shoot that leg back up. So we're just gonna move with this at your own pace. Take a break if you need one. Nice and long through that leg, reach. Scoop that belly. And guys, we're gonna take one more. Pull that knee forward, turn your foot to the inside. set the back knee down and just settle into this little pigeon stretch. I want to keep my posture tall. Now, if you're pretty tight through this left hip flexor, you might still be up here a little bit. Try to keep yourself as tall as you can. Breathing into those tight spaces. So think about relaxing with your exhale.
And Tina, Jerry's using a block.
That's great. Yes, if you have a block or a pillow, you can set that under your right cheek, and that'll help keep you propped up. Thank you, Ziti. Good input.
Yeah, it was his idea.
Jerry's a smart guy.
Because he was dying.
His body. That's good. All right, so I'm going to come forward into my forearms and just allow yourself to relax into this right leg a little bit. And again, if you need a little bit of assistance, you can even take a little towel and kind of roll it up and prop it under this front hip, this right hip. With control, I'm going to come back up. I'm going to stack my hands below my shoulders, and I'm going to turn my back toes under, so my left toes, and I'm just going to press and lift up into my down dog. So take a moment and pedal through this. Think of this as kind of an active recovery. Scoop that belly. And so I'm going to sink my right foot down. Left foot's going to extend and lift and lower. Now we are different on each side. So one side may feel a little better, feel a little stronger, feel a little more flexible. We try to work for symmetry. Scoop that belly. And one more, hold that foot to the top, bend the knee, and just rotate that hip up. I'm gonna look under the shoulder. And here's where we're gonna add that little knee pull forward and fly it up. Scoop that belly and press. Knee in and press. Really strong here, guys. 4, 3, 2, and last one, you're going to press this up, and then the knee comes forward, foot to the inside, and settle that knee in, and allow yourself to sink back. And if you need, propping something under this left hip, keep your posture tall. Shoulders back, abs are engaged. And I'm going to come forward into my forearm, just leaning down, giving yourself that little break. Stretching into that left hip a little more. All right, from here, let's go ahead and bring it around. And I'm just gonna let's take a little butterfly stretch. So I'm gonna bring my feet together, and I'm just gonna let the knees come apart. So I know that this is probably a difficult stretch for some of you guys, especially my cyclists and my runners. You might have those nice tight knees. So just working them down as you can. If you need a little modification, do one leg at a time. So just helping this leg out. The other leg can just kind of stretch forward easy, and then you're going to give it a quick little switch. But if you are one of my very flexible, very open hip people, you're going to help those knees down. You're going to come into your hands or elbows. Working on keeping that back relatively straight as you come forward. So if you're in your hands, that's fine. If you're down at your elbows, just try to keep that back nice and long. All right, stretching through those hips and glutes. All right, guys, let's go ahead and bring it out and shake it out. All right, hope everybody's doing good. Still with me, still working.
Right here.
What's that?
Right here.
Good, all right, so from here, just a little more hip stuff. All right, so I'm gonna start with so we're gonna take these legs out straight, and this can be a little bit of a challenge. So if you needed, you could sit on a block. It's still pretty tough, but we're gonna sit on tailbone, on our sits bones. And I'm going to start with my right leg. Toe is pointed. I'm going to start with a pulse. Now, I want to keep my posture really tall. If you have a tendency to lean way back, that's where the block might come in handy. So hip flexors, quads, really active. Keeping the same pulse, flex the foot. Strong, scoop that belly. 4, 3, 2, and down. Shake it out. Other side, here we go. So starting off with a pointed toe, start with a pulse. Belly button drawn in tight. Abs in, shoulders low and relaxed. Let's go ahead and flex that foot and pulse, keeping those quads really active. There's 4, 3, 2, and down and shake it out. All right, so I'm just gonna face, or kind of face you for this one. All right, so this one, now when I do this with my aerial classes, we will sometimes use the blocks. So I'm just gonna use the blocks for reference. If you don't have them, it's okay. All right, so for those of you who do have the blocks and want to use them, we're gonna start with them flat. All right, so just like the arches of McDonald's, out and in, all right? So you're gonna go out, out, in, keeping it tall. Out, in, and in. All right, so pretty easy, right? Both legs go out, they go in. Legs go out, legs go in. Really strong, a little bit of a scoop in the belly. And 2 more, please. We're gonna go out and in. Last one, out and in. Shake it out. Now, if you have the blocks, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna turn them up. So now you have a little higher obstacle. If you don't have blocks, you could use your water bottle. You could, of course, there's only so many surfaces on your water bottle. You could lay it flat, narrow. You could lay it flat, wide. You can turn them up and make it even more of a challenge. All right, so singles. Ready? Out, out, in, out, out. Scoop that belly. In, out, in. 1 more each. Now, if you can, I'd like you to do doubles, but if you need to continue with singles, that's okay too. We're gonna scoop that belly, so hollow body. You wanna think about that navel to spine, a little bit of a round, little scoop, and you're gonna go out and in, and out and in. These are tough, lots of legs, the heaviest bones in your body. 2 more, guys. Out and in. 1 more, and shake it out. All right, you know what's coming, right? I'm gonna turn them up. What's up, guys? So if you're still back at level 1, just doing the singles, that is totally fine. If you want to stretch this out in a butterfly while we knock out this last set, okay too. So ready? Here we go. We're gonna go up, in. Scoop that belly, really tall, looking good, Jen. And take it out, in. 1 more of these singles. So that's a little harder. You ready? Both legs up. Go higher than those blocks. Up. Woo, good job, Jerry. Up.
He's liking it.
He's don't call him out. He's doing great. And 1 more. And we're gonna go out and in. Woo! Walk it in. Stretch the quad. Good job. You guys are doing really, really great. Thank you. All right.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to cheat your abdominals. So we're gonna, I know I said bring a chair, but I may not get to the chair. That's okay. We are gonna go into our abdominals. So if you have your hand weights, let's grab those.
Lay down.
Woo. All right, so my Pilates people, old and past and present. Let's not say old and past and present, because we're all very young at heart. We are gonna start, we're gonna do our Pilates roll up. So what I would like you guys to do is to start with a very active lower half. So I wanna squeeze through the back of my thighs, almost like you're holding onto the mat with the back of your legs. All right, so my legs extended, and I wanna try to keep my heels together. All right, so I'm gonna take my weights in my hands and go ahead and roll this all the way down. I'm going to start with just a little reach over my heart, and we're going to do some scapular protraction and retraction. So even if you're not holding weights in your hands, imagine that you're holding a ball. You're pushing the ball to the ceiling, and you're lowering and squeezing through that middle back. Exhale as you reach, inhale as you retract. Exhale, reach, inhale, retract. 2 more, please. So thinking about that upper middle back, also thinking about the pectoralis major right there at your chest. All right, so I'm going to keep about a slight retraction, about half of a retraction, and I'm going to float this back. So those of you who have the little hand weights with the little nubs on the ends, I want you to think about leading either with your pinky or with your thumb, and you can kind of rest the head of that weight in your thumb. All right, so we're going to float this back. I don't want to allow my rib cage to pop, so if it feels like your ribs are up, scoop them down. Think about connecting your ribs to your hips. All right, so I'm going to take a full roll up. Legs are strong. We're going to inhale, lift the head and shoulders, scoop the belly as we press up and forward, leaning toward your thighs. I'm going to flex my feet, sit up tall, and take it down with control. Arms float back. Inhale, exhale, reach, forward fold, sit up tall, take it down. Keep it strong through those legs, guys. Inhale, exhale, reach, forward fold, sit up tall, taking it down with control. So I'm flexing and pointing the feet, alternating. Inhale, reach, exhale, peel, flexing as I come up, forward fold, sit up tall, take it down, scoop, 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 arms float back, and let's get one more. Inhale, reach, exhale, peel, up, out, and over, long forward fold, sit up tall, take it down, scoop the belly, long, strong legs, arms back, and I'm just going to circle my arms around to the side, release your weights, and scoot back onto your mat, please. You can adjust your waistband if you need. I'm going to walk my knees into my chest. Let's take a quick little back massage, little side to side. If you find your feet getting a little bit tired, maybe add a little bit of point and flex. All right, we're going to go through a quick abdominal series. So I'm going to start with my knees or toward my chest. I'm going to bring this into a forward flexion. Keep the right, extend through the left. We're going to inhale and then switch on the exhale. So I'm going to inhale right, exhale left. I want you to think about reaching through the foot. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Long reach. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. 2 more. And we're not going to take a break. I'm going to bring both knees into my chest right here. In, ready? Double leg stretch. Head and shoulders stay up. We're going to reach and extend. Knees float in. Arms circle to your ankles. And reach and circle. So my knees and feet stay together for this one. And reach and circle. So think about that really long oppositional stretch. Fingertips away from your toes. Reach. Now if you'd like, add a little 3 heel beat or cross, cross, cross. Knees in. Reach it up. Cross, cross, cross. Scoop that belly, guys. Reach it up. Cross, cross, cross. 2 more. Reach it up. 3, 2, 1. Last one here. We're going to give the head and shoulders a little break. Neck gives a little rotation. Foot flexion, extension. A little back massage if you need it. All right, so coming up are our single straight leg stretch. So I want to take the legs and extend them up. Now, a lot of times our hamstrings might be a little bit tight, so our legs don't ever get to that perfectly straight. We're usually somewhere kind of about here. So I want you to engage your quadriceps to straighten those legs just that tiny bit more. All right, so I'm going to zip my thighs together. So even though I'm thinking about my core and this forward flexion, I want to think also about keeping this lower half really working. We're going to bring this into forward flexion, super straight legs. Drop your right leg in, left leg down, a little tug, tug, switch, tug, tug. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. And I'm holding up around my calf, not behind my knee if I can help it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one, guys. Now, I like to go to a modified position for this one, so I'm going to start with my knees and tabletop. Hands come behind the head, and I'm going to support my head through this one. Now, I'm going to keep this 90-degree angle. I'm not going to drop my heels to my bottom. All right, so I'm going to lean this out and back to tabletop. So lean it out and back to tabletop. Now, you don't have to go super far out if this bothers your back in any way. You can stay with that or take it heels together, long legs straight, super engaged quadriceps, lower and lift, and lower and lift. Keep it strong. Lower and lift. 2 more. Lower and lift. Last one. Lower and lift. Knees in, head down. Take a break. Thank you. Those are my thoughts too. All right. One hand on top of the other, back of the hands against the forehead. Now, I don't usually put my hands behind my neck for crisscross because I don't want to pull at my head. So I just keep my hands resting at my forehead and let the elbows open up as wide as possible. Now, I also don't want to think about the elbow coming in to meet the knee. I want to think about my shoulder coming across and I get this little oblique twist. All right, so knees are tucked, hands on top of your forehead. Bring yourself into forward flexion. I'm going to let that left leg reach and left shoulder comes across to the right knee, and we switch and switch and switch. Long and strong, guys. Reach, reach, reach. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Back to center. Whew, I think we are at our time. So I just want to do one more little thing in this conditioning section, rolling like a ball, hands behind the knees, pull yourself up to seated. So I'm going to find this little balance point between my tailbone and my sits bones. I'm going to start tall, round the back, scoop the belly, bring it up, and put on the brakes at the top. Try not to let your feet touch. Inhale back, exhale up. So catch them before the feet touch the floor. Inhale back, exhale up. Now, if you're still new to this, you might find yourself kind of kicking to pull yourself up. And that's okay at the beginning, but we want to get rid of that. So keeping the heels close to your bottom. Inhale back, exhale up. Now, for those of you who want a little more challenge, and I'm looking at you, and Zeddy and Jen and Michelle and Mary and everybody, we're going to touch our elbows to our knees. We're going to try to keep them there. It's going to be really hard at the top. They're going to peel hard. Inhale back, exhale up, scoop, scoop, scoop. Inhale back, exhale up. Woo! Keep it tall. Good job, Jen. Inhale back, exhale up. And we're going to do one more. Let's end this with some twists. Twist, twist. Hello, obliques. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to center. I'm going to cross my ankles. Woo! Good job. You got it. Thank you. Thank you.